Today we are talking about kids. Kids and their clutter, to be a little bit more specific. I can hear mine screaming now. Do you have kids who have toys, but you still want to have a put-together home? Maybe you have a playroom that also has to function as a living room. On this episode of Vintage Style Modern Life, I'm going to show you that with the right piece of furniture and the right vintage accessories, any room can pull double duty and be chic and unique. I'm Leah Ashley, and I've turned my love of vintage into a lifestyle. Whether it's a flea market, garage sale, or your grandma's closet, I live for a good treasure hunt. I believe that adding antiques and unique vintage finds into your decor brings your space to life and gives your home its soul. And it's my mission to share this passion of how to find the balance between old and new, and to show you how to incorporate vintage into your home, no matter your design style. This is Vintage Style Modern Life. Oh, kids. If you live with kiddos, then you're probably fighting the good fight of trying to keep the clutter contained. And if you're like me, you have at least one room in your home that has to do double duty. We have a playroom in our house that also acts as the TV room. Now, all of the toys live in there, but I still want it to be a pretty and polished space that we all can enjoy. Right now, the room is really dark. It's painted this super dark gray, and all that's in there is a couch and a whole bunch of toys. My goal with this space is to make it functional, but also to give it that same vintage charm that you see throughout the rest of the house. Now, I know this room needed a full-blown makeover. First things first, that paint had to go. I knew I wanted to lighten the room up, but I wasn't quite sure which color I wanted to go with. I went back and forth for weeks. I even did an Instagram poll about it. Hi guys, okay, so I need your help. I am in my TV room, the room that also doubles as my kids' playroom, and it is a dark hole. As you can see, it is this super dark gray, and I need to change the color. So what color should I do? Help me! After all of that, I just decided to paint it the same color as the rest of the house. Not surprisingly, painting the room a lighter color instantly made it feel at least double the size. Next up are curtains. So ladies, when you're putting on your makeup, have you ever put on a full face and then you forgot your eyebrows and you're looking in the mirror and you're like, something's like just a little bit off? It is the same way that curtains are when you don't have them in a room. So curtains are so great because they really soften a room and they kind of give it that finishing touch. They just frame the room. So think about curtains like eyebrows on a face. You need them. You need them. I opted to go for a neutral curtain because curtains are expensive. Now, neutral's great because it's timeless and it goes with anything. As the trends change, my expensive curtains stay in place. Walls are painted, curtains are in. Definitely feel like this room is a lot bigger, but it still felt like something was missing. So I decided to add some shelving to the side of the TV just as a place to add some of my collections. And now it's time to add furniture, which is my favorite part. So I've actually been on the lookout for the perfect piece to go under my TV for about a year. I got close once with a vintage hen's nesting box. That's actually where hens used to lay their eggs. They have all these little cubbies. They're really, really cool. And I thought, oh, the cubbies will be good for all of my son's tractors and car collections. It's perfect. But it wasn't long enough. When I came across this sideboard, I knew instantly that it was the answer to my double duty dilemma. Not only was it big enough to house a boatload of construction toys, it is also beautiful. The wood has a beautiful finish, and the metal top is such a great and unexpected detail. The distressed metal drawers give this piece the vintage feel that I was looking for. Now, while the piece isn't actually technically vintage, it definitely has that vintage charm that really ties in with the rest of the house. What I really love about this piece are the cubbies. There are so many, and they're big, heavy metal drawers. So there's plenty of room for tractors, cars, dinosaurs, construction toys, you name it, we've got a place for it. And the best part is, he can reach all of it. And even better than that, he can learn to put it back. I knew I needed a coffee table for this space, but I didn't want something bulky and clunky, and I certainly didn't want anything hard. My son plays in here, so if he was gonna fall over, he might bonk his head. We don't want that. So I found this great Ottoman on the Design Network, and I am obsessed with it. This Ottoman is an awesome piece for a room that has to do double duty. It doesn't take up much space, it's soft, it's light, and the neutrality of the burlap ensures that it will go with anything. The nail heads give it an old world feel that ties in perfectly with all of my vintage accessories. Now that the furniture is in place, it's time to add the charm. Vintage charm, of course. I started with this old pillow that we actually used in our wedding, made of old Killam rugs. I love the colors so much, so when deciding which accessories to bring into the room, I really kept that pillow and the colors in that pillow in mind. These vintage glass jars are super neat, and what I love most about them is the chicken wire that is around them. I think it just makes them really cool and different, and it really gives that kind of farmhouse vibe. So when picking art for this room, I wanted to stick with the colors that were in that pillow. The whole story for this room really came together organically. I found this awesome old diploma from 1913 from a woman named Lula Lee Hines, and I just had to have it. The colors were perfect. These vintage books are really, really great. I decided to flip them around and keep the spines to the back because I really just wanted the colors in the room to shine and not have these vintage books compete with any colors that I was using in the room. I got this antique brick mold at an open air flea market out in Round Top, Texas, and I thought it was the coolest thing. This piece of decorative art actually used to make bricks. I added some more vintage books, and I'm actually using old corbels for the bookends. A corbel is used as an architectural piece of molding, really, but I just flipped it upside down and decided they were going to be bookends today. So I loved this brass urn so much when I found it. It was really, really cool. I didn't know what it was used for, but I had to pick it up. And then I decided to add these cool colored beads. It's actually a rosary, and they're wood beads, but I loved the color so much next to the brass, and I feel like it kind of pulls out the blue of the diploma. I always like to add some greenery into a space because it really does give the room life. And I plopped this one right down into a little vintage silver tray that I have. It's really great, and what I love about this plant is it has some purples and some greens in it that kind of tie in the colors of the room. The old canister is actually an old gasoline canister from New York. It was used in a firehouse, which is super random, and now it's sitting on my shelf. Let's talk trays. So in the daytime, my son plays here, but at nighttime, my husband and I like to relax, have a little nightcap. This is the perfect tray to put my vintage glassware on. The transformation of this space has changed the way we enjoy this room. Now it really does feel like there's something for everyone. The room is not only functional, but it's also pretty. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode of Vintage Style Modern Life. I hope I inspired you to find something fun and use it in a new way. And if you loved any of the looks here, you can shop them on the Design Network.